all started when we were in my dad's van. It was black and kind of old. They were going to the park to walk our dogs when we just heard, all of a sudden, ring, ring, ring. My mom's cell phone rang. Hello? My mom said. It was the manager from our new house. Hello, this is the manager. I just called to tell all the rules and how much you're gonna pay for rent, he said. So he told my mom the rules of the apartment where we're renting. One of the rules was you can't have dogs. Only when you're 56 years old you can. Then my mom told us everything the manager said. So we carried our trip to the park, and instead we went to the dog pound. Next, we had our dogs with us in the rusty van, and then we had to go to the dog pound. So it seemed we were never going to get there. I never wanted to get there. I wish we could keep them secretly in our new house. We all had sad faces as we drove in our old van. It was quiet, and you could hear our squeaky brakes whenever my dad would brake. It was unusual to have the van so quiet. Before the manager called, it was laughing and talking, but this time it was quiet. We finally got there. I could hear dogs barking. When my dad parked the car, my dog Blackie got car sick, and my brother put his head on the floor because he was tired of wearing it. Then Blackie vomited on top of where you put your head. Then it smelled. So we threw it, and after that, we approached to the front door. I looked at Blackie, and he looked at me back with his two colored eyes. One was gray, and the other was brown. I started to cry, so did my mom and brother. Once we got inside, it was noisy, but this black-haired worker greeted us nicely, and we gave all the information he needed to put the dogs in the cage. So I hugged them and scratched them and said bye, with tears falling off and saying bye for the last time. Afterward, Blackie got away. The black-haired guy, he ran towards me, and the black-haired guy said, "Stop that dog." Not long, he was with his leash on his mouth. He wanted to go back home. Then I had a great big smile and started to have tears falling off my cheeks. Then I gave him back to the black-haired guy. Even though I just wanted to go home with Blackie and Duncan, I couldn't. Next, they put them in a cage, and they started howling and barking. I felt sad for them, really, really sad. Meanwhile, why don't we stay in the other house? Why don't we have to go? I told my mom, but she didn't answer. Subsequently, my dad, brother, and I went outside right away. My mom, sister, and sister stayed inside. We were all thinking and crying at the same time. Finally, what I learned is that the world is unfair sometimes. When sad things happen to you, don't be all alone and sad. You have to start a new and better life.
Sergio Prieto grew up in Boyle Heights and attends Hollenbeck Middle School, where he likes to play sports such as soccer, basketball, and baseball. On January 9th, 1996, he was born in White Memorial Hospital. He wants to become a professional soccer player for Mexico or Santos Laguna when he grows up.